Okay, hello. I'm Lloyd. This is Peter. We're from Townsville Judo Club. So we're going to do work a little bit tonight about Kesa Gatame, basic hold out. First hold out most of the beginners learn. So we'll do it in a few little bits. We'll do the first part that we teach our very little kids, our very new beginners, some very basic stuff like that. And then we'll go into more advanced things and we'll for competition players, that type of thing. So a bit more advanced. So my part, Peter, can you slow down your back, please? We talk to juniors. You see, I talk to juniors. Ask them to put the head out, put his head out like that, arms out like that. So he's just out like that. So a hold there, you want to hold the head and one arm. Basically, is a hold there. You control that. So you see, we start with this one, out like that. And I grab the hold, pull in, like that. So there's no gap. The little kids, so they can't put a tickle hand behind it. Put a hand behind tickles them, it's no good. So pull it up like that, tuck that under here. Now you've got your hands spare. So tuck it away and under here, roll my feet this way, like this. And hold on the arm. And that's the basic hold there. That's called Kesa Gatame. So once again, very quickly, for very beginners, very new, very young children. Here, that gap there is made just for me. So I grab here, I pull in tight so there's no gap. I tuck this away. Now I've got two spare hands under here, grab, and roll my feet this way. Here. So that's the basic beginner one. Now to go more advanced, we want to do a couple of pointers. I want to hold this tight and tuck this under. So I've got my two hands here. I'll hold them with the elbow. Both feet flat. Don't put this leg up because they can put their leg around. So keep this leg down. Most important. Bend like that. Try to stay this part, new part. So if my partner moves around this way, I just move with him. If he moves back the other way, I just move with him. I stay like that. And just nice and relax. So a little bit more advanced now. Go from here. I reach through under the arm. I pull that out through. Under here, I put my shoulder under his chin like this. So I push his face like that. And I'm pulling like this. I'm turning into his ribs. So tight into his ribs. Which way breathes in like that? So here. So legs still apart. Here. This hand under. There. I can pull his head this way. So if he puts his head like this, I just put my shoulder there like that. There. So he can't turn. So I've got his head this way. His natural escape's going to roll this way. So I've got his head this way. He can't roll that way. So my partner's here. He wants to escape that way. I put his weight on this shoulder and I turn his head this way. He can't turn that way. If I hold his head like this, try to turn that way, Pete. Can't do it. The first thing he needs to do is turn his head. If I hold his head this way, he can't turn that way. His other way is to come this way. This hand here, if I hold this arm up, he can't turn this way. Roll this way, Pete. If I hold it up, he can't roll. Well, let it down, he can roll. So when I'm in my hold out, I hold this arm up, so he can't turn this way. I pick his head this way, so he can't roll that way. I've got it covered. I can just look at him too. I can look at him and see what he's going to do. If he turns his head that way, I know he's going to try to turn that way. So I just look at him. I don't put my head too far down. Instead, I'm weak that way. I don't sit too far up, so I'm pulling back. So I'm just comfortable. So I can watch his space. Yeah. If he moves, I just move on him. That is basic Kesa Gatame. Escape through a different thing. But that's how to do the basic hold on. A little bit of advanced stuff, beginner stuff. Yes? Okay. We're from Townsville Judo. Everyone's welcome. Come visit one day. Thanks, mate.